Hello students, today I'm going to ask you to do something that might make you a little uncomfortable. In fact, some students are so uncomfortable doing it that they refuse to do it. Normally we write left to right in English, and I'm writing the word graffiti. I started over here and I wrote the word. That way my brain and the way that I spell works out from left to right. Because we are creating art and we want it to have balance, let's practice doing this differently. And again, it's so uncomfortable, some students outright forget to do it. I'm doing 2 rectangles. They're not perfect. This is what the shape of our paper will be for our art project. I'm then doing a ghost line very lightly down the center of those. Now, there are some words that have an odd number of letters, like the word odd has 3 letters, and the word even has 4 letters. I'll show you what I mean. When you get your paper, we will have guidelines on it, or we will trace our guidelines to kind of show you what's a good margin to leave and where's the center. So I'll do that with both of these. We're leaving a margin just so there's space around the outside of our letters to do maybe other fancy things. So that shows me where I should write my letters, and I'm going to do ghost skeleton. That means it's just the simple letters, capital or lowercase, but very, very big, filling my paper. So the word odd might fit like this, with the middle letter sitting right on top of the midline. The word even, and watch, I'll begin in the middle. I am not starting on the left. We'll have 2 friends on either side of the fence, and they can still hear each other, so they're close. And then I work my way out from the center. This creates balance, meaning we could tilt it this way or that way, and these seem pretty even. If I were not bothering to lay it out, I would start here and then write the word as usual, but as you can see, it is not balanced. And yes, you can cut a paper off, but sometimes you need to conform to a certain specification, and in this case, it's this paper. So let's try again with another word. Let's try the word smile. I'll count the letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an odd number, so that means that my middle letter, which is an I, will be right in the middle. Then I work my way out. I did middle, coming out again. And even when I do it this way, I still might not like the balance. So that's why we have good erasers in art. I might start with the I in the middle, but maybe a tad to the side since it is so narrow. And then my large M and S. There we go. That's a little bit more balanced. Once you have a ghost skeleton, that's when you can begin to apply the style on top. Still using ghost techniques, very light. Whatever style of graffiti you're using, you can do it like this. And then it'll be time to go in with a Sharpie. So you will now figure out what lines you really want to take out and enhance. Notice I'm not doing the skeleton, only the outside skin of each letter. Making it as perfect as I can. there I have my skin in the style that I wanted, plus it's balanced. This is where you can begin to add things like a shine. On my straight letters, I might have a straight shine up here. Maybe you have some shadows down at the bottom. Maybe you even have drop shadow. I want to detail this better. Underneath everything. It's called drop shadow. Like there's light shining down. So that there's a shadow kind of underneath and to the right. So everything I do from this point forward is added detail and experiments in my journal. And that's how we'll approach things too. Again, I know it can feel wrong to start in the middle of a word, but when you do it, you are more likely to end up with balance. There's an even, so that means there's two friends, and now it is balanced.